So what you can see here, this is West End Underpass, and the family is a rival faction that is attacking our camp, right? They want our resources, our food, right? And then they've been attacking us for a while, so right now we decided to go and retrieve the radio, so we can...
And this is the radio, right?
This is the radio. This is the pieces that we will need to steal, right? And then to steal that radio, what we want to achieve with that is like basically hear what they're doing, so we can be ready if they attack us again, right?
Yeah.
But you know, as you can see here, like it's not gonna be easy to get to their base because obviously everything is packed with walkers. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, the streets are crowded with them and swarmed with them.
Exactly. And then, as you can see here, like, well, the environments look beautiful.
Yeah, I think it's so cool to see, you know, day by day how every part of the game becomes more and more polished as we come close to launch. It's so cool. So the point of the mission then is that the group of survivors that we play as are supposed to reach that tower that you could see in the distance.
Exactly. This is the let's say the camp that they build around it, right? And then we will need to sneak through. Well, you actually can choose however you want it, but in this playthrough you will see us trying to sneak through.
Cool.
And here we go. There we start here.
All right. And right now we're seeing Aiden play, right? He has a silenced pistol.
Exactly. It's important, like any noise that you generate in the game, as you can see in the top, there is what we call a hordometer.
Yeah.
And then any noise that you make will actually trigger this, right? And then when you reach specific amounts, like you make too much noise, basically, zombies will start being attracted to the area, right? So right now you will see that there is walkers everywhere.
Yeah.
But if we fuck up and then we do too much noise, this is not gonna be beautiful, right?
And we saw one walker with like a super heavy armor. What was that about?
Yeah, that's so as you know, the army has tried to contain the infection, right?
Yeah.
In Washington D.C.
Yeah.
There is still some cops that were just turned. In the middle.
So some cops have more armor on them. You have to pop up their helmets and stuff like that.
Exactly. And then pop up the helmet, and then as every walker, right? The only way to kill them is to actually
hit them in the head. Brain.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
So I think we're at our first puzzle here in the missions, because all the missions have puzzles in them, right?
Yes.
And many of them have co-op elements where you have to work together in order to overcome them. Can you tell me about this one?
Yeah, so here the team finds a door that is blocked, that basically blocks the progression. So then there is a forklift near to it. So what the team is going to try to do is get it back up, right, running again, so then they can lift that door. So as you can see here.
Hey, I see that keychain. What is that? Is that a Teddy Moo?
That's Teddy Moo.
Oh my God!
That's our homage to the Payday community.
I like that. That's very cool.
So the levels are actually built in a way that you can approach every situation in the style that you want. For instance, here the team decided to divide into groups.
Yeah. And what's the point of that, right? Because in my mind, you should always stick together. Why would people divide themselves into units of 2 and 2 instead of being 4?
So it depends a lot of how you want to play it. We've seen players that really pack together in groups of 4 to make kind of a like Praetorian Guard, so if they get attacked by walkers, they are always sticking together.
Yeah.
This group here is a bit more experienced, so the sniper took that path to take down those human enemies in a small outpost, and the others are trying to clean up the way of walkers, right?
Okay.
So in terms of the variety of puzzles that we have in the game, right? Like here you will see right now another one that is also blocking the way, right?
Yeah.
And these are challenges that you're gonna find while you're playing. They are randomized, so every time that you play, they are different. And sometimes are gonna be simple, sometimes are gonna be quite complex, right? And we do this to regulate difficulty and to make basically every playthrough
different. And increase just increase the player experience, because when you start the mission, you want to play it again, and if you do it and it becomes a different experience, walkers coming out of different areas and so on, that's the fun, right? That's the fun factor right there.
Exactly. Like think about it. Like you play the level like 40 times, right? And you can explain a story every time you play.
So, whoa, what happened there? Aiden opened the door, closed it. He's barricading it.
Yeah, actually, he's trying to, like not a good idea, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, he thought,
Whoop, nope. Yeah, that's the nope door. Yeah, he didn't want to go in there.
This is an important mechanic, right? Like walkers, they just come by numbers. So it's like an unstoppable force.
Yeah.
But you can slow them down.
Yeah. Right? I think this is such an important thing, I think, to talk about, that in this game, it's almost like you're not supposed to kill all the walkers, right? Because you don't have the ammunition, there's too many, and if you make too much noise, they will swarm you, right?
Exactly.
So that's why you have to use the stealth. So what do we see here?
So here, as you guys can see,
they're looting.
The team is looting this apartment,
which is a big part of the game, to loot the environment.
Yeah. Why you want to loot? There is a lot of reasons for it. Your abilities, you can craft them, and we will see later like how that works. But you can craft different items that you can use in the level, right? Also, cooperation is important. As you see here, Aiden has marked one enemy, and then Grant with the sniper rifle just took him down, right?
Yeah. And now it seems like shit hit the fan. The family has seen us.
Exactly. So when that happens, like you saw those indicators on their head, right?
Yeah.
They have different alert levels.
Yeah.
The first one is like they are suspicious. They're like, okay, well, I think there is something there, so they will stare in that direction for a while. And if you don't do anything suspicious, they will just then keep doing what they were doing. If they reach the next level, though, they enter investigation stage. So they will approach and check what's going on, right? Like, okay, I saw something. I don't know if it's a walker or a human. I don't know what's going on here, but I'm gonna check out, right? And then obviously the last one is combat. So
that's a cool takedown right there.
Yeah. Our team of gameplay programmers and animators that have done a great job. Like takedowns look fucking amazing.
Yeah, they look really cool. And what are they doing now? This is like a different path, right? In order to get to the camp.
Yes. So that's a path that they decided to take downstairs, right? And as we said before, we want every run to be a bit different, right? So you have a user story to explain, and like you can get here in a lot of ways, right? Depending on how you progress and what is the randomization seat chooses for you.
And some of the cool stuff that I think is cool because it's in universe, right? I love features where we manage to make them a part of the Walking Dead universe. For example, like weapons jamming, that's a really cool feature.
Yeah.
Silencers exploding. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, that's actually a very important element, right?
Yeah.
In terms of silencers, they are the main tool that you're gonna use for your hardometer to go up. So it's important that you keep your silencers at check, right? They can get broken, so then you can unequip it if you see that when you keep it for longer.
Yeah.
And then your weapons also, they jam if you don't take care of them, right?
Yeah.
So back at the camp, you can go and repair the weapon, right? So to make sure that the jamming doesn't happen. And this is something that important, like keep your tools together.
And in the heat of the moment, when the noise meter goes to the top and there's walkers everywhere and the weapon suddenly jams, that's when you go, oh my god, what should I do?
That's usually the moment in which we hear more screams.
Yeah.
Right? Because you're shooting, you think that you have everything under control, and so like, oh, and then it's a very fun moment, right?
Yeah. Can you tell me a bit about the different abilities that the characters have, like Grant's ability, for example?
Yes, of course. So every character has its own specialities. Grant, for instance, being a marksman, right?
Yeah.
He was a hunter before being a survivor.
Yeah, before
right?
the outbreak. Yeah.
Before the outbreak. So what he can do is he can mark enemies, so they take extra damage, right? So every character has abilities that complement each other. So if you play in a team, you can actually, if you use the abilities properly, you can take advantage and be more efficient, right? So Maya, for instance, has the healing pack, right?
Yeah.
And every character has its own, let's say, our own fortes, right?
So right now I think we're seeing Heather. She loves the crossbow. What's her ability?
So Heather has an ability that, as you can see here, that she's a scavenger. So what she can do is basically she can detect around more easy where all the loot is, right? Or important items for the puzzle.
Yeah.
So it's good to have her, like if you're trying to find, I don't know, more food or any of the resources that you can find, or you just simply, okay, where are the pieces for this puzzle, right?
If you're in a hurry, essentially.
If you're in a hurry.
Yeah, it's good to have Heather with you.
You're surrounded with walkers.
Yeah. Now we're taking an elevator.
Yeah, we repaired the elevator, so now we're going up.
What's that on the screen right now?
So what you're seeing here is the crafting menu. So Aiden just decided to heal himself.
By creating a bandage?
Exactly.
Okay.
And right now he's creating a new bandage with the loot that he found.
So you find loot in the levels, in the missions, and then you can craft stuff in the missions with it.
Exactly.
Okay.
And now they're getting ready up.
And his silencer is just about to break. Look at that.
Yeah.
One more shot maybe, and the silencer will blow up.
Yeah. He decided to save it when they were fighting zombies.
Yeah, because you can unequip them. Yeah.
Yes,
That's so cool. Oh, they were broke. That's when the silencer broke. So now he has no other option if he wants to shoot with a ranged weapon, unless he has a silent shotgun. But no, it's not
it's
silent
broken
anymore. Okay, so now it's all-out action.
It's all-out action. Yeah. And as you guys can see, like every time that he shoots, like the horometer goes up.
Yeah,
right?
on the top of the screen there. Oh, and it's just about to. Oh, there we go.
There you go. The noise attracts the walkers, right?
Yeah.
So this is a feature that really makes the game dynamic and different every time you play, right?
Yeah,
because
it's like a dynamic difficulty. You could argue.
It's like
the worse you play, the harder it gets, kind of.
Well, yes, we punch you in the face, and then when you're on the ground, we just finish you, right?
No, but yeah, tell me.
So the idea with it is that basically with this feature, the levels become super dynamic.
Yeah.
Because depending on with whom you're playing, the gameplay experience is completely different.
Yeah.
Right. And even on your own, if you want to go like, okay, I'm a lone wolf, I'm gonna do it on my own.
Because, like we were saying, this is an experienced crew playing right now. This is an experienced group of survivors.
Yeah.
So their hordometer is nothing in comparison to what if you and me would be playing, for example. Then it'd be all over the place, right?
Probably. Yeah. Yeah, we would go full guns blazing, right?
Yeah, we definitely. Yeah, I love guns blazing. So we see here Grant is trying to fend off the walkers coming from behind.
Yeah, so right now as the horometer went up, they are starting to crowd the area, right? They know there is humans here.
And they're barricading. That's great.
And then basically right now what they want to do is like hold them back, right? But you know, what is really fun is like this same puzzle, if you play it like with this horometer, you're gonna be kind of okay, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, there's gonna be some walkers, you can control them. But if you really made a lot of noise, this, like, the scenario changes completely. Right?
Yeah.
And this is how it changes.
Like this, for example.
Exactly.
Holy crap, that's a ton of walkers.
Yeah.
So this is when the noise meter, the hordometer is on the top, yeah. And so you're supposed to solve puzzles while at the same time fending off hundreds of walkers.
Exactly.
Okay.
So this team has they know the deal, right?
Yeah.
So they're holding them behind the door not to get surrounded, because that's when really things get
And Aiden's
very hard.
This is, we were talking before about the weapon families in the game, that we have different weapon families that have different purposes. For example, with Aiden, right, his baseball bat fills a particular function in a crowded situation like this. Because you can push away, and then you can push away many instead of just one.
Exactly.
Can you tell me a bit about that?
Yeah, we have different weapon families. For instance, Aiden's baseball bat is very good at crowd control. Actually, you can fence enemies easier, and you can use like your light and heavy attacks to control the zombies around you, right? So you have long swipes that push enemies back. Then you have other type of weapons for CQC, like the machete or the pickaxe, that are more for individual walkers. So then it's easier and faster to kill one specific walker.
And it looks cooler also. I love the machete when you
machete
just
is cool,
slash a walker's head off. It's beautiful.
Yeah, the fire axe is also very cool too.
Yeah.
Like I really like it. It's weighty and it's a bit slow, but
it's beautiful in a gruesome way, because it sounds so weird to say it like that. But when you're when you're playing and you're doing it, it looks so cool.
Exactly. So the whole idea is that every weapon has its own purpose and its own strengths and weaknesses, and then basically you need to find the weapon of your choice. Like
Yeah.
what do you like to play with more, right?
And we're also talking about the game being like a battle of attrition, meaning that you have so little resources. Like Aiden for example, he only has 2 bullets left in his gun,
Yeah.
1 bullet left, and here we go. He's no ammo left. So how do we think there? Like that's part of the game design. That's part of the difficulty, the challenge, and it's also very much in tune with the universe, right? With The Walking Dead,
Exactly.
that you have to take care of your bullets. You have to take care of your weapons. You have to try to be stealthy.
Exactly.